Hello, I'm Grizz, and I'll be playing Vanta Black.
Hello, I'm Jazzy. I'll be playing Princess Charlotte, Duchess of the Isles, and the face of our group.
Hi, I'm Poisal. I'll be playing Hatter, Decker Extraordinaire, pronouns they, them.
Hey there, I'm Stabbykinz. I'll be playing Smasha Ihaka, the Knoll Rigger.
Hi, I am Stonewalker, your shaman for the evening. Or for Vironz.
And I'm Overthinker. I will be playing everyone and everything else. Alright, gang. Pick up right where we left off. The Redmond Barrens are a twisted mass of shadow and hidden forms before the headlights of the land shark. Your retreat from the spider's grasp was rapid, and a glance over the matrix shows that the strike team isn't currently giving chase. A powerfully built Mexican man sits on the folded-out bed in the back of the land shark, seeming confused and worried, as the rest of you keep your eyes out for trouble. After a few minutes, you're confident nobody is chasing you. You find an old gas station, long abandoned, with an open garage. You hide the land shark. Questions begin to swirl around. Who does that strike team work for? What did they or anyone want with Miguel? What's up with Mrs. Johnson? What are you going to do next? Discuss.
Well, first off, I actually want to ask, you had mentioned that something had come up on the spy fly towards the end of last session.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Johnson appears to be having a conversation with a bulky human. Her dancing is over and they're talking at the bar.
Sweet. I was able to pick up on the convo?
Too loud. You'd need to put the drone on their shoulders and they would certainly notice it.
Okay. We can probably deal with that in a sec. Unless y'all want me to try and get it closer right now before we start getting down to talking.
I'd rather get the package to its target as soon as possible. He doesn't seem aware of his surroundings or who he is really. He's just...
I don't know. Don't make me make criminal decisions anymore. I hate this.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask what happened in there because we all got out. We're all here. We have Miguel. I would like to take a look at Miguel. Does he have visible slots for a Persona Fix chip?
Go ahead and give me either a medicine or first aid roll if you have those, or if you have some cyber technology, that would be better. He also has a couple of injuries, so if you guys put him in the Valkyrie module, you would get a physical workup.
I was just about to ask. I was about to ask that question. Stonewalker's gonna look at the group. Are we good with me healing him?
Before you do that, Miguel.
Yeah.
How we doing?
I don't know. The bed's comfortable.
I'm glad to hear that. So we are going to take you to a much safer place. We don't want those men anywhere near you. But in the meantime, we're going to do what we can to make you more comfortable, all right? Stonewalker here is going to heal some of these injuries and make you a little bit more comfortable. Is that okay?
Yes.
Good.
Go ahead and give
Thank
me,
you.
Yeah, no, that's good. You're offering to heal him. He's cool.
Before I do, I'm gonna kind of look at Hatter. Can we? And he's gonna kind of also gesture Vanta to follow. Just walk over a little bit. Do we know his girlfriend's real name? The one who hired us?
I have her name, but it's a fake.
Can we try mentioning it to see if he knows it?
Yes. Actually, Overthinker, you never gave me the name of
That is true. I wrote it down and I have it saved. Allow me to pass that along.
While you're... Sorry.
And Miguel looks very much in that childlike state still, or at least persona-wise.
Let's go ahead and get that medicine check as you guys assess his condition. Since one of you is healing him and the other is examining, I'm going to have whichever one of you has the higher skill in medicine lead a teamwork test, and the other just roll like intelligence plus, or in your case, I'd let you add spellcasting because you're working with your magic.
All right. Let's get him into the Valkyrie module, and I'll be able to take a look at his wounds and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, let's use the Valkyrie because I'm not actually trained. I'd be using an auto dock.
Okay. But can we before we do that, just you said he wasn't exactly himself. Can we just mention who hired us, their name? Can we just mention that name, see if it's any recognition at all, to see if this is the right person we're going to?
No. For all intents and purposes, he wasn't sure why he was in that walk-in cooler. He didn't really understand where he was. I was able to very easily convince him that I was a friend, and I wasn't giving that air off. I don't think he truly understands who he is, and if he does, he's playing us all for a fool.
Okay.
So we're not playing our cards yet. He doesn't know why we're here or who we're running with. We just have him right now, and that's an upper hand that we need.
Would an A sensing check show if there's like any mind manipulation spells going on right now?
It could show you a lot. The better your sensing check, the better the chance of seeing something like that.
I'm gonna roll that quickly, but just right before we get him into the auto dock.
Okay.
While that's happening, Wawahi is going to kind of jump back in over his RCC to the spy fly. He's going to try and reposition it. He's going to try and get it underneath the bar counter. So it's still close, but a bit more out of sight than just flat out trying to get on the shoulder.
I'm going to use some edge to reroll that.
Okay. Give me a pilot aircraft roll.
Okay.
To reposition your drone. And with your rig, rating 1 rig at the moment, it's going to get easier by 1 and you get an extra dice.
Okay. Let's see.
So I have 3 total hits on my A sensing.
With 3 hits on a sensing check, you determine a couple of things. He is in mostly good health, maybe a little undernourished. He has several cracks in ribs and probably some internal bruising consistent with a VTOL crash. He has extensive cyberware, high-grade muscle replacement, wired reflexes, armored skin, and the thing that you pick up about the same time that the Valkyrie module is telling the rest of the crew this, in addition to being functionally a street samurai, he has a data safe in his head.
Okay. But no mind fuckery going on with him.
So far as you can tell, he is magically normal.
So I'm looking at 2 hits out of 10 die. Do you guys think I should use my edge to reroll?
Not this early.
Okay.
He also has a link system where he could use a persona fix. That equipment does exist.
So I know that we kind of covered it after the discussion last week, but we would, as soon as we handle this matter, we're going to be going over a week and regaining what edge that we have spent. Or
Maybe.
are we gonna? Okay.
We'll see how things play out.
Yeah. All right.
Don't rely on game mechanics to save your butt.
We are currently being hunted, as it were.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the other thing. I think all of you, except maybe Charlotte, have enough shadow running knowledge to know that somebody shot down a VTOL, hired a strike team, and sent you guys for whatever's in this guy's head.
So, question
Wit,
for you.
I'm gonna need sorry, go ahead. And then we'll deal with the next thing.
Does the Valkyrie module, is it able to tell us how long ago that safe was implanted inside of him?
Not on its own, I'm going to say. If one of you has... if one of you wants to get on it. Yeah, you do.
I need to make a
jump.
test.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm going to need Hatter
It's
to get
compl-
6 hits.
I only have 6 dice for composure.
That's going to be really rough then.
Well, it's supposed to be a 3 difficulty
Right.
composure. Because
But this is data.
the flaw.
This is data that is sensitive to the point that it was not ever put on the Matrix. If you let this guy go, you're never going to see what a VTOL got shot down for, what all of this hubbub is about. Which is why I'm increasing the difficulty. I'll be generous. I'll say 5.
I got 5 hits.
Oh, shit.
I was just about to say, spend the edge. We'll be fine.
So
Okay.
generous,
said,
you man.
I'm
Much
still gonna-
appreciated, dude.
I'm still gonna try, but
All right. You were not compelled, but
yeah.
Juicy.
Okay. He's in the Valkyrie. Can he hear us outside the Valkyrie module? Do I know? Like, is it sound secure?
You'll
like, can we
be-
have a
you'll be muted.
conversation?
you'll be muted. I assume the Valkyrie module is also in the back of the vehicle. So if you guys are
Yeah.
up by the driver, if you were up in the front, you're probably fine.
Okay.
You didn't notice augmentations to his ears on the list.
Okay.
Overthinker. I got 2 hits for maneuvering the spy fly drone.
Okay. I'm gonna make a roll. You guys discuss.
So, here's my thoughts on this whole run. Somebody is playing us a little bit to try to get this guy. There's something important in his head. He is not who he said or who she said he was. He is some sort of highly financed and supported mercenary operating out of the Amazonian in rebellion against Aztec. Per what could get off the net from looking into his just images of him. So my guess is either our Johnson is as technology or the strike team is as technology, because I don't know if necessarily the strike team belongs to Miss Johnson. It could be a secondary party trying to get him, and she hired us to get him before they did.
Yeah, nah. I was thinking something along the same lines. This whole thing stinks from top to bottom.
Overthinker. I'm gonna pull out my comlink, and I'm gonna message Will as securely as I can with as little technology that I know, knowledge that I have.
Cool.
Are we involved?
All right.
With things
Message
I can't really.
sent.
Yeah, I can't really say exactly who the we is, but yes.
So we already knew this thing stank from the start. We found him. It's 15,000 new yen a piece when we turn him in. It doesn't stink that much. The only thing that truly stinks is the temptation of finding who he actually works for and how much we could turn him in for. But I'm not in this business to get hunted down by strike teams, and God knows what else they feel like sending after us.
Yeah, not gonna lie, mate. 15k ahead and this strike team on top. That stinks pretty fucking bad. Gonna be straight with you.
Well, my point is, we could just drive over there and drop him off.
What is our moral compass pointing to?
We don't know what he's done.
Exactly.
Well,
What is?
I mean,
But something. A lot of this stinks, and we don't know what to do. So where?
I
what
mean,
is
we
our
can
moral
try to
compass
know.
pointing to?
We can try to know more if you give me a minute.
I don't know
Yes.
how sensitive that thing is, Hatter, and it's not that I don't doubt your skills. But if we fuck with that and go, whoops, our bad, then try to turn it in, this could get a lot worse for us very fast.
I mean,
I think that it would be immoral to turn him in without more knowledge, I mean, who knows how much he's worth?
You didn't get in this business to be moral.
I mean, it would be a waste of money.
I know I have 15K due to me if I just turn him in now, is my point.
Point of clarity. You guys settled on the 13 in advance, or 3 in advance. So there's only 12K
13.
waiting for you with Mrs.
I
Johnson.
meant 15 total, but
Yeah,
like,
cool, yeah.
I don't know. I think
Let me
he's worth a
switch.
lot as a hostage. And also, I kind of feel icky too. Just turning a potentially innocent person in to as technology.
Are you willing to risk your life, Charlotte?
I mean, I'm already risking my life, aren't I?
No.
Actually, I'm pretty sure we are, especially with that whole strike team business back there. If we didn't get
They-
out in time, shit, who knows? They might have plugged us.
Yeah, if we got in the way, but they weren't after us. They were after him. Now they're after us.
Which we were holding away at the time.
If we turn him in and leave, what are they going to do? I'm just saying, there is an easy payday and an easy way out. However, I'm not going to stop you if you wish to go down the other line.
well, let me get some info. Give me a second. Just give me just. I'll be
You know what?
real quick. I'll be real quick.
Do what you
Hatter, I trust you. That means a lot. So go
Okay.
ahead.
All right.
All right.
So he's currently plugged into the Valkyrie module, right?
He is. It has stitched up
Cool,
a couple of things and administered some pain medication.
That means, can I use the Valkyrie module as my go-between for the DNI to get into the data safe?
I think that you could.
Okay, cool. Then I am gonna go into Hot Sim.
Okay.
And I'm switching up my programs a bit. I am loading. I'm dropping stealth, loading up a biofeedback filter, dropping cat's paw to load up shell, dropping sneak to load up diffuse, and I am going to move my strongest attribute, and I'm gonna switch it from sleaze to firewall.
Cool. Your little Hatter avatar, momentarily his coat puffs out and he's wearing like a ED and a bomb disposal suit.
Yeah.
And then it just shrinks back into a trench coat that looks like a bomb disposal suit.
Okay. So I am going to try to. So I know this probably has a bomb, so I'm going to try to find the bomb first
Okay.
to defuse it before I try to decrypt the file. Bring up my Matrix Jackson. I'm trying to remember. Well, first is Matrix Perception, correct?
Indeed.
To find that. And since I'm in Hot Sim, I have 2+2 to all dice rolls.
Not to pull us away from this too much. Are we currently moving away from? Like, I know we're moving, but like, where are we moving?
I
You
think
guys
we're
are.
actually in the gas station, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought we were
Okay.
still at the gas station.
You went
I,
out into the Barrens. You spent a few minutes looking and making sure you weren't being followed, and then found a place out of sight and parked.
Can I cast detect enemies then?
Sure. Go ahead and roll it. And when we're done with this hack, I'll tell you if anything comes up.
I have 6 hits to find a bomb.
Cool. To your surprise, it doesn't appear to be a data bomb.
Okay. I'm not changing my loadout at all. Still proceeding with caution. Then I'm going to try to crack the file.
All right.
All right. So that is 17 dice. I feel good with 5 hits.
On your matrix perception test, do you have a point of edge?
I do.
Cool. On your matrix perception test, in addition to determining that maybe whatever it was in here is too valuable to risk blowing up, or maybe somebody was slacking, but there doesn't appear to be a bomb, you also determine that this is a rating 10 data safe.
Okay, so that means I need 10 to crack? Is that correct?
It means that it's going to roll 20 dice against you.
Okay, then I will spend a point of edge to re-roll my failures on my crack. So re-roll 12 dice.
Cool.
To give me 9 hits total.
All right. The safe gets 5.
Nice.
That's what I like to hear.
Cool. Then let's see what's inside, shall we?
The contents of this data safe are 2 emails. Pull that doc up real quick.
Very good.
The first email. Project Hotwire Development Report. To whom it may concern. Project Hotwire continues to improve. Field testing has highlighted several flaws in retention and consistency, but efforts to correct or implement auto-correcting failsafes are well underway. Success rate within properly modified devices has reached 79%, with unmodified devices continuing to function at roughly 65% likelihood. We at the development facility asked for the redoubling of our annual budget with the promise that we will be able to deliver a finished product within the space of 3 months. Any reservations may be taken up via further courier or through a personal meeting with myself. I have every faith that we are close to the next step in ending much needless suffering. Redacted, Head of Development and Deployment, Project Hotwire.
The email is the email address redacted as well? Is there a
This isn't really an email. This is just like a note that someone wrote out and put in this safe.
Okay.
The response is approved, FDIR. Second message. Mr. Chavez, I write regarding your nephew and regret that it is necessary for me to do so. His performance as our head of security has left some wanting. If you received this message at all, you will know it is because he failed to properly screen outgoing messages.
Sorry. You cut out again. Would you mind starting the second message
second email?
over? Yeah.
Mr. Chavez, I write regarding your nephew and regret that it is necessary for me to do so. His performance as our head of security has left some wanting. If you received this message at all, you will know it is because he failed to properly screen outgoing messages. 3 days ago, he elected to take his break in the museum, in full tactical gear. Obviously, this caused some concern, and a few civilians asked questions. Nothing that can't be brushed off, but this unprofessional behavior gives me pause on the verge of a task so vital to the future of our agenda. Again, I wish to express that these are the latest issues and what I cannot but call a pattern of unprofessional conduct. I hope you will see the need to address these concerns in a manner that can correct this behavior. Respectfully, redacted, Head of Development and Deployment, Project Hotwire. Response. My Mr. Redacted, your complaints are tainted by prejudice. I understand the political situation between humans and your people in Seattle is stressed, but I expect you to keep it from the office from now on. I'll have a word with him regarding the incident of breaking cover during operational hours. If anything else comes up, I encourage you to let me know promptly. Regards, Domingo Chavez. And that's what you've got.
Domingo Chavez.
Do you, Hatter, do you say this out loud to everybody? Or
first I read them through. I am going to try to go through my mental thoughts really quick. Do I recognize the acronym FDIR?
Let's roll a memory test. Logic and willpower, I believe.
I have a memory Ooh, that's 10. That is 3 hits.
Could be organizational, could be personal, could be probably not a title. Maybe
Yeah.
it could field director of something. Domingo Chavez sounds South American.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to create copies of these, and then I want to scrub and then relock the data lock.
All right. Yeah, give me like another hacking roll.
Okay. Do you want me to what kind of test do you want me to do?
Let's
Edit file or
Yeah,
recrack?
do an edit
or-
file.
Okay. Four hits to clean my signature.
Cool.
Cool. And then
Yeah, you clean your signature, you lock it back down.
cool. And then I will pause for a second, sit for like a couple microseconds, like just in like it's a little bit long in the Matrix, but not very long in real life, and enjoy the feel of hot sim, and then jack out and then come back to my body.
Overthinker, while that's going on, what's happening with the spy fly drone?
It flew under the bar. You're not sure if it was noticed, but as it approached them, the two figures moved away.
Shit. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
So it was probably like 20 or 30 seconds that Hatter was just laid down, like sat down inside the land shark, and then they sit back up with a sigh and say, well, trust well placed. I will look for one of the screens and then like swipe up to put the messages on the screen for the other team for the rest of the team to see.
All right.
Good work, Hatter.
That's all that was in there.
Nicely done.
So my detect enemies roll, I got 5 hits worth, and 2 points of drain, so I took 2 stun damage as well.
Cool. If anything hostile approaches the vehicle from like 60 feet away, you'll know about it. You also have your friend circling not far off, who gives you a reassuring, like, I've got lookout.
So, correct me if I'm wrong here, but it kind of sounds like that whoever this shadowy group is, they're operating out of a museum?
Probably underground, probably retrofitted. I don't know what this Project Hotwire is. I can try to dig on it, but that I think is beyond the scope of what maybe that's an after the fact if we want to learn a little bit more. But that doesn't really change our question of what to do with Miguel here.
If he's
I mean,
involved, and this is
hell,
related, then
we already
need
pissed in their oats. Might as well figure out how deep this all goes.
Yes, let's do that, but after we turn him in.
Yeah, we need to drop him off. If we have any more delay and connection with this, I fear.
We've also been sitting here for about a minute, and that's plenty of time for them to find us.
Well, you've been here for about 5.
Scratch that. We've been here for 5 minutes. There's no clocks in here.
I'm not really picking up anything on my end of things. But...
Okay. Do you want me to reach out to our contact and see where she wants us to make the exchange?
Oh, hang on. Are we really sure we want to go through with dropping him off like this?
I think we're in more
what's
shit
our-
if we don't.
What's our wait? Let's let's game this out. What is our alternative?
Well,
I
we
have
could
someone who I can leave him with.
And how does it not come back on us?
We could say that the deal went south. There's already been, information about a shootout at, the club that we were at.
And if the security belongs to our client, then she already knows that he didn't die there and that we got him.
Hmm.
I'll also say, just in general, once a runner team accepts a job, failure to complete the job is bad for their professional reputation.
Yeah, Vanta's
And a
being
bad
nice
professional-
about it, but we're bringing him. This is what we're doing.
Yeah. As much as I don't feel great
Alright.
about, as much as I don't feel great about whatever we're involved in now, we can't keep him because if we keep him,
Ah,
worse
fuck,
stuff
so
is gonna
all
happen.
rip.
But
Yeah.
whether he was trying to get to Miss Johnson or not, he wanted to bring these emails into the country, to somebody. We have them. Nobody knows we have them, so we still have a card in play after the fact, if we want to follow up in any way.
I think that would be wise.
Fuck it.
As long-
Alright.
As long as you're able to make sure that no one else is going to be able to detect that we have it.
I scrubbed my signature on the lock, so
What if, and I'll just pull out my comm, like, what if somebody gets into this and figures out that, like, we have a copy or it's connected to, though?
it's
can worry about it.
the only copies on my deck.
Everyone, we can talk and worry about it while we're driving over there, but we've delayed long enough.
Yeah, alright. Let me get jumped back into the shack and I'll get us rolling again.
Do you
Uh,
want me to ask her where she wants to meet? Or Charlotte, do you want to make the call? Or do you want me to do it on the Matrix?
Once again, gentlemen and other friends, I will defer to you. I hate taking the lead on criminal things.
Great. Well, let me ask our client where we do the switch.
Right.
Unless we have a place we want to recommend to do the switch. Do you have anybody have a safe spot?
The river.
Gotta go
Maybe.
She has her club, that is her safe zone. Let's go in the back and tell her where we are.
Okay. While we're driving, I will drop back into VR and send a message to the comlink, an encrypted message, lightning, for whichever way she communicated to us first. I'll reach back to her and say, package secured, where to do the exchange.
She gives you a location, like just drops a map marker about 4 blocks north of the Neon Sky Club. Looks like Vironz, basically.
Okay.
The last street view was from 20 years ago, and it was a warehouse with a shitload of graffiti on it.
Message Vanta and be like, here's the and Wawahi, because Wawahi's driving. Here's the location. Anybody know anything about this neighborhood?
Can I get my Seattle knowledge a try?
I'm just gonna give this to you. There is nothing to know. This is Vironz territory. Probably abandoned buildings, possibly gangers, certainly poverty. Unlikely to have its own power.
Standard shite.
How
Okay,
far
so-
ahead is it from where we are?
A few minutes.
Let me out. I'll scout the area.
Alright. Got us en route. Just letting you fellas know.
I reach
I
into
think-
my bag and grab
One-
my my rat drone and hand it to Vanta.
Cool. Wawahi,
Just letting you fellas know, I did not get a whole lot off of a fly spy, so well fucked on that end. So got nothing much on Mr. Johnson.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna drop my detect enemy spell. Now that we're moving again, and
I mean, that's not a bad thing to keep up going into the meet.
I am going to. With an ally spirit, you're able to kind of communicate telepathically to keep a guard on us. Yeah. Just gonna basically keep communicating. Hey, we're still in a dangerous situation. Let me know if shit's about to hit the fan with regards of anybody coming for us.
If I see anything, I shall inform you at once.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Mentally.
Out of character, I don't remember. Do I still have my hunting rifle on me?
I assume that you brought your kit in like a bag.
Got it.
So yeah. You guys get close, pull over, and let Vanta out. If you're gonna sneak up and survey the location, go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
Also, for keeping track purposes, I'm going to put those files that I took in the data lock in my head.
Very good.
And wipe them from my deck.
Yeah, I hate using my hits this early, but I'm gonna edge reroll this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take
right.
that for total of 11. He will use his climbing gear, his like gecko sticky gloves, and find the nearest opposing building and get to the top. And take up a scouting position and take a look-see.
The ease and comfort that you feel knowing that 90%, maybe 99% of living creatures wouldn't know that you're here is remarkable. It is a zen place that you get to, going up the side of a building and finding a good spot and just being like, so what's up? To say that you were an expert would almost be an understatement. You're approaching mastery of stealth.
Yeah, that's what he does. Should I roll a visual?
Yep, go for it.
Sweet. Doo-doo-doo. 3.
Okay.
Could be one of those nights.
You see a car parked outside.
I have eyes on a vehicle outside of the building. I don't see any surprises as of yet, but just stay frosty.
All right, am I good to pull up then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, in comes the shark.
All right. You pull up outside the warehouse. Who's going in?
I'll go in.
And I think Wawahi will also go in with his absolutely negative charisma. Why not?
Sweet. Gotta have some
we work
balance.
together.
I believe
Exactly.
our usual suspects are going in: Charlotte, Stonewalker, and Wawahi.
Yeah.
Perfect. Had her in the van. Vanta playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the stag to materialize, though.
Okay.
Kind of escort.
Wawahi, you have seen this before. I don't know if the rest of you have, Would you like to describe your ally spirit?
Yes. My ally spirit is in the shape of a stag, a very earthy, moss-covered, slightly decayed-looking stag. One of the earth, essentially, and one that I am very comfortable and familiar and happy with.
In contrast, while he looks over, he's like, fuck me. Jeez, he got a woman when he busting that fella out. Oh,
I didn't think I had to. You know what we're doing.
yeah, it's only his second time I've seen him.
Does the furry creature telepathically to you? Does your ally have a problem?
One that has not changed.
I should say that Charlotte has seen this before, but since she's pretending to be a human with no familiarity with magic or familiar spirits at all, she's doing her best to, look surprised.
Yeah, you've probably seen spirits materialize.
Yeah.
Maybe not
This
this
is
one.
a new one. This is strange.
Yeah. Spirits take a lot of different shapes. There's a consistency and realness to this one that's like maybe a little interesting.
Oh,
Regardless, I'm
Playing it
you
cool.
know, yes, I'm more, you see more distaste than I actually feel.
OT. I would have brought my rifle out of the land shark this time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, I have
and
my
I'm
sword.
running Matrix Overwatch, keeping eyes for hidden icons, people running silent, all that.
Cool. Run a matrix perception test.
Cool. And I'm back in hot sim for this. Seven.
Okay. There are a pair of silent running comlinks. They appear to be in the warehouse.
Okay. I want to very quietly drop a tag on one of them, drop a mark on one of them.
Cool. Those of you who are using goggles or artificial reality systems see like a little mark appear in your vision, indicating the location of a person.
I'll tag them in that way, but I want to like hack on the fly to put an actual mark on them as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
7 hits.
You get a mark.
What kind of? This is a comlink.
It is.
Is there anything slave to it?
There is not.
Okay.
No, I take that back. Cyber eyes and an automatic rifle.
Okay. Good to know. One person's got an automatic rifle. You hear to those with sound link.
Right.
Or
Sounds
earbuds.
good.
So Vanta will unfold the rifle underneath his long cloak and turn on the camera so Hatter has an eye on what he's seeing. And point it at the marker. And get ready.
He's also got his eyes connected to his link. So if shit goes sideways, someone's gonna be blind.
Okay, what about our surroundings, Hatsy? You see anybody else poking around?
There's one other person in there, but that's it. I think that's just probably Miss Johnson and her security. So.
All right, let's look professional, team.
Cool. As we center in on you three, head out. Probably do a cool slow walk to the door. And in you go.
Pop the collar, put my shades on, big
I'm a
ol' yin
bitch,
grin.
I'm a lover, I'm a child.
Hush.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
I don't think we're gonna be good on that. That's not.
Yeah. In fact, that's a wrap. Thank you all for joining us for Shadowrun.
Vironz, I think we're okay. I was so perfect though. That was right on pitch. I gotta catch that in no time. We're good.
All right. Awesome. The three of you and the stag enter. There's not a lot in here. A couple burned out cars. Looks like somebody was staying here for a while, but they probably aren't anymore. And roughly in the middle of the room, let me finish my description. Roughly in the middle of the room, Ms. Johnson and the figure she was talking to at the bar. Large guy, rifle not in his hand, but low slung, like hanging by his hip. All right. What would you like to do or say?
Did we leave
She
our
waves.
target? Did we leave our target behind a little bit, or like have them wait outside?
You did not say you were bringing Miguel.
Okay.
He's still in the land shark in the Valkyrie module as far as.
Yep. Lightly sedated.
Miss Johnson, splendid to see you again. Do you have our payment?
Possibly. Do you have Miguel?
Yeah, we do. Just a little dinged up is all. We got him currently getting healed up in the shark, so it'll be right as rain. We'll get him out in just a sec.
Okay.
And on that note, while he will actually go and get Miguel, because honestly it'd be really suspicious to not have him right now.
Fair enough. You grab him, you bring him out. He's like, oh, we're going somewhere? Okay.
Yeah, just a little trip, friends. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
He gets out, follows you in. It's kind of dark in here.
Oh yeah, nah, it's just a little field trip.
Okay. Was that guy in the black around?
Oh, and while he will look to Miss Charlotte.
Oh, hello, darling. Miguel, how are you feeling? Are you... Does it... Do you remember me?
A little, yeah. Give me a charisma performance check.
Okay.
Performance or con,
Okay. Con.
and you do not get your seduction bonus.
So
I'm so glad
that's
I don't
8 plus 15, right?
It should be 15 total.
Okay.
It totals it up for you. You're good, but you're not 23 dice good yet.
I'm still young.
Mhm.
6.
Cool. Oh. Hi. Yeah. What do you need from me?
Well, see, this here is Miss Johnson, your girlfriend. Remember? You trust me, don't you?
Yeah. He looks over at her. Hi. You're a friend? She nods. So do I go with her now?
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, look at a big burly bodyguard and all that, you know? Definitely gonna be a lot safer. I mean, look at those muscles. Guy's jacked up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
It's really
And
for
he-
the best, darling.
Aye, it is.
I trust you. Thank you. And he walks across the
anything
room.
for a friend.
And he walks across the open area and joins Miss Johnson. She nods. The bodyguard starts to walk him towards the back.
About our payment.
Well, I appreciate you getting that done. I can't wait to make sure he's okay.
Well, once again, he isn't completely. You know, you might find him a little odd, but he should get his senses back soon enough.
I mean, he's better off than how he started, that's for sure.
Sure. Anyway, I super appreciate all your help. Here's your pay. Flicks it over to your comlinks. Okay. If there's nothing else.
Yeah, no.
Give us a good review, won't you?
Sure.
Yeah, me and my... Yeah, just gotta go check on my boyfriend.
Excellent, well, come again.
At that point, Wawahi will actually ping Vanta. Boy, you think you could get some eyes on him?
You can...
That'll be over text, mind you. Not out loud.
Wawahi, the only thing I want you to do is get the fuck out of that building.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of there.
I'm gonna wrap my arm around Wawahi and have one on my stag, and I'm just gonna kind of start leading Wawahi out and kind of gesture for Charlotte.
All right.
Oh, are we going?
What's the fluff?
As you guys are heading out, I'm gonna need... And because you put your arm around him, I'm not gonna make Wawahi roll this, but a charisma plus con from Charlotte and Stonewalker to pretend you don't know anything.
Okay. Charisma con?
That's really fair, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
You showed up with half your team and a manifested spirit, acted sus, and now you're just walking away.
We got paid.
How sus were we?
We did get paid.
You did get paid.
Yeah. This is not going to be a happy dice roll for me. I don't suspect it's gonna. I suspect it's going to be a lot better from Princess Charlotte, but not from me.
I mean, hey, at least we're not having me roll because I have the goat. That is a bad thing.
Yeah, that's the other reason she's suspicious of you. Wawahi is standing there.
3 hits. No, okay, I'm going to use.
You have a point of edge left?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've got a couple points of edge.
I used the wrong character sheet. I used my spirits, not my own. My own is higher.
That's like your basic charisma is higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay, 6.
Okay,
I still managed only to get 1 hit again.
looks like it. So, Jazzy, you're on it. You're like, we're going to take our money and we're going to leave and everything's going to be fine. And Stonewalker is like, yep, we're all good here. Right, buddies?
Right, friends? We're good. Let's just get out.
Yeah, no, sounds good. Just
Everything
don't.
feels fine.
Why are
Don't
you
talk
talking like that? Everything went well.
Well, I just had
Hey.
this conditioned.
Guys, first of all, you should probably get your drone. Right? That was
had
you?
a drone following them?
What now? Huh?
Cool, we're not going to roll for that. She knows you're lying.
Wait, did we have a drone this whole time and nobody told me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
yeah.
already believes that I'm innocent. It doesn't matter.
That's wild.
So here's the thing. I didn't want to tell you who I was.
And you
Because
don't
if
need
you've
to.
been
We are about
captured-
to leave. We're fine.
Cool, I'm still not going to tell you who I am. I'm just going to tell you that I wasn't lying to you because I intend harm to you. I was lying to you so that if you were captured, they couldn't harm me. Get it? We are cool, and I hope to call you again for other work because you actually did a good job here.
Thank you.
I
We're
won't.
gonna leave.
Okay.
Stop talking in a way that makes us sound suspicious. We actually don't know anything.
You actually have
very-
date drugs.
just
Not
Roll
down admitting
another contest.
No, that was a joke.
Just say thank you and leave.
Can we
Yes,
hear
I'm
all
still-
of this,
I'm
me and
still trying to
Heather?
walk out. I'm still
Of
trying to
course.
walk out.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
She goes
Can I just
backing
roll?
towards the door.
Can I roll another visual check on the outside? Because it's like this is not getting any better.
Yeah.
Cool.
In fact, you're good. You will positioned yourself well to view the exits. You see the bodyguard leaning against the car with the door open. He's talking to Miguel in the back seat. He doesn't appear bothered.
Okay.
So as the rest of the group is walking away, while he spins around, he's like, yeah, sorry, not admitting that the drone is mine, obviously, because that would be bad. And I'm not a bad person. I'm a very good boy. I'm a reformed citizen, in fact.
Okay.
Do you have it
Weird
on
choice
hand,
of
though?
words, but
'Cause
sure.
it'd be nice to have it. I wouldn't say back, but it'd be nice to have it in general.
As far as I know, it's. Look, Otto said it was in the club under the bar. So as long as nobody's like slapped it on accident, you're probably fine.
Cool. All right. Yeah, yes. All right. Goodbye. Good night. He's gonna walk away.
Nice working with you.
Great
Yeah,
job,
nice working with
everyone.
you too.
Cool. And you guys run out of a warehouse into your car.
Seattle's
Leaving the-
least suspicious person.
No cool slow walk this time.
The
Nope.
least suspicious people. I will go like, okay, I wanted you here just in case things are good, in case things went bad, and I know you need to be here to do things to help. So thank you for
I
your
believe
presence
I made
and-
that interaction more stressful.
Yeah, I realize
Oh,
that now.
no.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I think you
It
did.
was like
usually
bringing
do
a
in my
drawn
experience.
weapon into a conversation.
Dude, I know
I am
you know
kind of like a
everything
weapon.
Shaky as fuck for me. I know you know everything seems shaky as fuck. I'm saying all this out loud, and no one else can hear the other side of the conversation.
Can I hear the other side of the
Oh.
conversation?
Look, I can. No, this is purely between
Okay.
them.
Got it.
Look, I can kill a motorcycle with my antlers, and people know it. Bullets bounce off of me sometimes. I mean, if it had been a fight, I would have absolutely killed that big guy. And I think probably they knew that.
I was just worried, and I sure you could see and how I'm feeling, which is just not good. I am hurting.
Nervous, anxious even.
Yes. Because
But they respected the deal, and so did we.
and it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
Hey, you know,
I'll
all
give-
works
I'll
out
give-
when you're part of the Yeen team.
I hope you're not gonna say that. Out loud.
I don't know, guys.
I
People-
Stonewalker's
absolutely
gonna, like,
did
hug
say
the
that out
stag.
loud.
Stonewalker's gonna hug his stag as it kind of dissipates.
I'm gonna.
I take your affection as a sign of respect.
Thank you.
Before I come out of hot sim, I am gonna just put on the back burner. I'm running a trace icon on the mark that I have on the comlink of the bodyguard. Just I want to see where they go, like after here. Just have it logged.
Okay.
Just for my own personal curiosity because I have issues.
Sure. Okay.
Can I pop a?
And that is 6 hits to trace.
Cool. One sec.
Can I pop a tracker round on that car?
You could.
We had
Even
the
with
same
a
kind of
silence-
paranoid.
Yeah. Even with a silenced weapon, it's possible that they would hear either the shot or the impact.
Hmm.
Because I want a couple of stories up to go pointing down. That's what's going to shoot the tire.
Yeah, you're a good distance away. With a
Okay.
sufficient shot and them rolling poorly, you'd be totally in the clear.
Well, the silence pistol?
Well, there's
So
still
it's going to be a
impact.
harder shot with a pistol, but quieter. So trade off.
Yeah, I don't have tracer rounds for a rifle. That is gig.
Okay.
Uh,
If you want to, yes, there are risks. That's what I'm going to say.
he'll just Hatter to get it done.
Cool.
Since Vanta is one of the only people I share, like, I have like sound and image link connection with anyway, as like a little just like GPS ping shows up as soon as the tray starts running on like in a little window in there in the corner of his vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hatter. I didn't have a good angle on it.
I got you, boo.
Cool. The Johnson party rolls away into the night, and you guys are left
Johnson Party
12.
3.
12,000 new yen richer, with a weird lead, and in the company of your good friend who just got out of jail.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling like some bacon mac cheesy pizza from Gulkara. Why are you making that face? Are you disrespecting her cooking?
You know how I feel about that.
I'll
Got
just
no
say that with
taste.
12K, there's a lot of partying that could be done in this town.
So we...
Stonewalker finally relaxes, and then there's just like this slight trickle of blood leading out of his nose.
Yeah, got a little schmutz there, pal.
Do you have a Nova problem, Stonewalker?
I roll 8 dice to
you
dip
have
on
a
whatever
problem-
party they're about to have.
Cool. Vanta doesn't say goodbye. He doesn't come back to the land shark. 1 minute he's playing Overwatch, and 5
Next
minutes
season.
later you realize he hasn't been here for a while, and you don't know when he left.
Maximum Irish mode.
The only person that knows that Vanta's gone is Hatter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my comm link to see if I got a message back from Will just yet.
It says, we're involved in everything. Not directly, but always a little.
Okay. That's kind of the answer I was hoping for.
So what do you guys want to do with the rest of the night? Or, as we move forward, the rest of the week?
Well, I have plans that I would like to do some things during the week. I have a couple
Okay.
of things on my to-do list.
Are you guys going to go out and party?
The first night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will party with Wawahi.
I'll lightly party. I can do that. I don't often party.
Cool.
But I'm susceptible to peer pressure, so
I love partying, but sadly I need to stay hidden.
I mean, I'm definitely
You're in
pressuring
a
you.
disguise.
yeah. Especially if Stonewalker is trying to peer pressure me, like.
Okay.
I'll be
Are
like,
you susceptible to pretty girls flirting with you?
No.
Oh, damn.
No, unfortunately, no one puts limit here. As you know, I'm here
Perfect.
on assignment from the Tier Tangier, so I can't.
Mm.
Wait, who is that to? To Charlotte?
Yeah, I'm saying that to
Okay.
Charlotte.
All right. You guys have a couple of options for partying.
Mhm.
Option 1. Go to the nearest corner store, get a bunch of booze, and rock it out right here in the land shark. Option 2, any number of dive bars. Option 3, the Astral Lounge, which is a gambling hall / brothel / place of rest and respite, specifically catering to the unusual.
See,
I mean, Wawahi was in prison for a while.
I'm
We
gonna
need to get
suggest Astral Lounge because
I-
I
it
will be able
sounds
to
like
Astral
good times
Lounge.
there.
Hell
it sounds like the Astral Lounge is the one you want us to take, so I'm gonna go with Astral Lounge.
I'm definitely suggesting that as in character. I was like, we should go to the Astral Lounge because, well, as much as you guys have your own mundane aspects and drinks and drugs, I get to have my own there.
All right, sounds like a nice inclusive treat. Let's get this party rolling.
I'm
If
opposed to the
everybody's
Astral Lounge just on the grounds that I hate smug elves.
Hey, how you doing?
Whoa there.
Fuck us over here.
You killed me.
I don't understand who you're calling a smug elf.
Me.
I mean,
Vanta
Jazzy
just says me somewhere off in the wilderness.
yeah, somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just overcomes. He just goes me.
Me.
That's all. That's what the message is. Just me.
I'm better than you and I know it.
All right.
Oh, great.
Right, if anyone's entitled to adoration, it's me.
Hey now.
Wait.
I love
Wait,
this
wait.
party.
What? Wait. Can we check? We have playback, right? And I'll like bring up a little audio file from in the office, from what you said in the spider's grasp, and just like put it on repeat.
Right, darling, I'm still very pretty.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're pretty too.
I'm not very smart, and I never said I was.
I would
Wait,
argue
wait, what was
the
that?
smartest. Yeah. Hold on,
we
yeah.
both
Can we get a
know-
replay? Can we get a replay?
We both know that we already have him.
At this point, you guys pull up to the Astral Lounge. Or, specifically, you pull up to the entrance that takes you to the Astral Lounge. Because the primary way in order to avoid corporate influence, is through the underground.
Oh,
The orc
yeah.
underground?
The Orc Underground.
I see. We're very familiar with our surroundings here.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. This place is my lifeblood. See, it hasn't changed a
All
bit
right,
since
then-
I've been in the box.
I make sure
Sure,
to
it's
check
been
my
some-
gun, put on my jacket, put on my armor.
Funny thing is that it
I'm
has
just a little
changed.
nervous.
Yeah,
It has.
reasonable. It has changed because while you were on the inside, the Seattle proposal to make the underground an official borough passed. This is no longer an off-the-grid slum.
Listen,
Now an
It's
official
now-
neighborhood of Seattle.
It's now
uh,
an on-the-grid slum.
You see him like lean
Overthinker,
over-
sorry. You cut out for a minute. Why did it change?
It's
There was a
now
law
an,
passed,
Okay.
yeah, it's
and it's now an
a
official
legal
part of
slum.
Seattle.
you
It's
can
a
see
legal
him-
slum
Cool.
instead of an illegal slum.
Yeah, it's its own
But
district.
this bar is still like off the radar, right?
That's the funny thing. As you come up to the doors of the Astral Lounge, this place hasn't changed that much. It always catered to a certain type of clientele, and it was always very clear. The fact that you are powerful in the outside world does not make you immune from the rules of the Astral Lounge. And if you forget that, one of the courtesans / high force spirits will remind you.
Behave
The entrance
yourself.
to the Astral Lounge is a pair of golden doors, open wide. Inside, a wide open entryway with ancient but well-maintained tile around a central fountain. Above it, a balcony with carefully carved wood in each pillar holding it up. The proprietor takes a moment to spot you, but as soon as she does, her eyes fix on Wawahi and she goes, "You're out! Thank goodness!"
It's me, baby. How you doing?
Madame Kaji,
He's been out since this morning.
and you're only just coming to see me now. How
Oh, well,
dare
you know.
I should slap you.
Oh, you should. I might even
I'll do
enjoy
it.
it a little bit.
I'll do it if you want.
Alright, why don't you do both do it, eh? Make it a bit of a party.
We're already off. Lovely to have you back.
I'm gonna
Good
walk
to
to the bar.
see you, Madam Koji. Honestly, I truly missed you. Been a massive heartache not being able to come over here, you know.
Oh, it's just your heart that's been aching?
Oh, well, you know.
Mhm.
Hey,
I don't know if I want to know the answer to that. Wawahi, I don't want to know the answer.
Oh,
She
you
runs her
already
eyes
know
over the other
answer.
three of you. And I see you are back to your old ways. It's a shame. You know, if you ever wanted to retire, your particular qualities would be most welcome.
Oh, well, you know how it goes. A poor, former citizen like me, just stepping out of the box. First second I get, and I'm already getting rinsed right back in. It's a cruel cycle, you know.
I know much about cruelty.
Ooh.
Now, I'm going to reserve you a room, my treat. Go ahead, head on in. I will. You'll meet whoever you want. Enjoy yourself. We have a karaoke room open. Would you like that?
God, please no.
Or are you
Oh,
more interested in
boy.
going straight to it?
Let's warm up with some karaoke. Why not?
Excellent. There you go.
I'm gonna wander over to the bar and just order
Yeah.
just a round of
Daffodil
shots
room,
of whatever.
third on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Hatter joined you. Hatter is beet red. Like,
I'm gonna go to the blackjack tables.
All right.
I want to make more money.
shots?
Shots.
Shots.
All right, shots.
I guess Hatter and I are going over to the bar while Wawahi queues up whatever song they're about to sing and serenade us with.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Let's go. One charisma karaoke.
I'll spend about whatever the equivalent is, like 400 new yen. We're basically 100 new yen per person for shots. I'll make that my own dime.
Cool. Is anyone going to turn down a substantial number of free shots?
No.
Substantial and
absolutely not.
semi-expensive.
Perfect. I'm gonna need body plus willpower rolls all around.
Oh shit.
All right.
I'm also gonna need, as Charlotte comes up to the blackjack table, you're gonna give me charisma plus con
Right.
to do some lying.
15 plus 8 is 23.
No, it's just the 15.
Oh, sorry.
Yours auto adds them up, I believe.
Does
You said body and willpower?
Yep.
Okay.
does my
3 hits.
bio monitor help with this at all?
It'll certainly help explain why you feel drunk when you think to look down at it.
I mean, I don't have to look down at it. It's just it's in my HUD. But yes.
Right. But you're like,
I got-
oh, I'm good now. Oh, I'm good now. Oh, I'm not good now.
I'm not good now. I got
The body
one,
is
so.
2
Cool.
plus willpower 2.
Can I
I've only had-
accept
only-
the consequences of these actions and assume that I get plastered? Because I'm going to be rolling 4 dice and I have the feeling I'm not going to get a single success. Can I accept the consequences of these actions?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 0 hits.
Blaster.
Perfect. Perfect. So we're looking at drunk, okay, doing okay, real drunk.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask an important question from a role-playing perspective. As you guys get into it, you're hanging out, a couple people come and join you. I actually have people for this. Mephit, who I think, Wawahi, you've known before. Mephit is sort of an androgynous but shiftable spirit of like healing and intimacy. And she's not the most flamboyant or like jumping around doing everything, but she's really nice and you always feel safe around her. She is willing to sing karaoke.
Oh,
which leads me
hell
to the
yeah.
important question. What are your karaoke songs?
That depends. Are we picking songs from, like, are we making up our own songs, or can we pick songs from the real world?
I had assumed real world, but you have improved on that suggestion
Okay.
by saying you're going to make your own.
Well, first one, obviously, a very terribly done rendition of Baka Mitai. Just right off the bat, gonna lock that one down. Let's see. Second one is going to be an orc serenade that is like very depressing and sad, but like the way it's sung is like super fucking cheesy.
Excellent.
And third, I will actually put to a community vote with our other lovely players.
Well, they each get to pick one as well, because you're all too drunk not to sing.
I will. Hatter likes the classics, and is gonna sing something off of the Night Tears album by Maria Mercurial, a famous Shadowrun pop artist from the 2040s, that is.
Sweet.
I will be singing something in Sparethiel, whether I choose to or not. Whether the song is actually Sparethiel or not.
Cool. Are you like having trouble keeping it in English right now?
Oh yes.
Cool.
By the time it does come around to me doing karaoke, it's just like there are very few words of English just going on. It's just going. I don't know.
Which among you speaks Sparethiel?
I do actually.
Cool.
Hatter will as Stonewalker gets more drunk and just switches to Sparethiel. Hatter will try to keep up. They speak okay, like a 4 in Sparethiel. So they're good. They're a little drunk right now, so it's a little like not the best, but will conversational.
Give me an intelligence plus languages roll to see if the two of you can have what amounts to a bunch of time just hanging out and talking to each other because no one else can quite understand what's happening.
Mine is native.
Am I
Yeah.
drunk? And
Yeah. You're going
what
to
is
take a
the-
-2 penalty for being drunk.
Okay.
Do I need roll?
No, you're just talking.
Okay.
I still have 5 hits.
Hot
Shit.
damn.
Damn.
We can wonder why all we want, but your attention on Stonewalker doesn't waver, and what words you don't get, you understand the mood. You guys have a real conversation.
There's a bit of bitching about his ears and how they can hurt sometimes. It's very small shit. Like he, as drunk as he is, he does keep secrets.
That's fair. Hatter mainly talks about weird books and like art and like weird things from history, and is like has a well of like weird trivia as like different songs are sung. It'll be like, did you know that like this band like nearly broke up for a minute but doesn't like know a bunch of the other songs, like does like just knows weird little tiny like details about things.
Oh yeah, I kind of heard about that band and that thing, and I remember reading about it at some point. I don't know. Do you know?
Oh yeah, I like to read. I read a lot. I'm
Nerd.
I mean, there's something like special. As much as I love like VR and plugging things directly into my head and experiencing them that way, there's something special about like the feel of like vellum and paper and the smell of it in your like having it in your hand.
Last time I smelled and felt paper was when I was in school. Not a good time.
Well, if you ever want to, I have a library.
No.
Don't worry.
No.
Dang.
Bad memories.
Of books or school or.
I had to do things, and
Well, this isn't like
they-
school. These aren't like school books. They're like first
the
editions.
assignments
like,
the assignments were given on paper, and I just don't want it anymore.
I'm gonna. No, you know what? Never mind. Go ahead. Alcohol is
I
good.
mean, well, I'm sorry, but like, you had to do things on paper. I mean, I guess I never really had like books or paper. I think I was like just
Well, you have your deck and the computer things, and however.
yeah.
you do
I mean, I
that.
was just like I guess my like everybody in my family has always been like in Matrix work, and I've just been in the Matrix my whole life since I was little. Like I think I learned how to read on a comm link.
Well, that's shitty.
All right, we are gonna pull back a little as another song comes on. What song was Stonewalker gonna sing?
Oh,
Because you are now being pulled to your feet and having a microphone thrust into your hand.
I don't remember the name of the song. What does it go? It's one that goes, "Do you believe in love?" That one. The 80s ballad one.
Yeah,
In
Or
life
80s,
after
90s.
love, or do you
Yeah.
believe in love?
Yeah. Life After Love. That's the
Life After Love. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Love it.
I don't want to demonetize us, so I won't say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you to roll a judge intentions test.
Me?
Yes.
Oh shit. All right. Judge intentions. I'm impaired. -2 for impairment, or
Oh yeah.
I'm drunk. I'm hurting. I'm bleeding. But I got 3 hits.
Cool. You're halfway through the song when it dawns on you that Hatter was probably trying to connect with you. And
Sorry, Hatter. It's Berethiel as well. He's just going to say, "Sorry, Hatter." And this whole song is entirely in Berethiel. Very fluid, very lovely. And
you gotta adjust the cadence in a couple places, but otherwise, yeah. Cool. Meanwhile, at the
drink more.
meanwhile at the blackjack table,
So, am I going to
How many
sing
hits did you
karaoke
get
as
on-
well? While
you
I'm
absolutely are. But first, how much did you do on your con?
3.
3 hits.
Yes.
You're breaking even.
Okay.
Some people are walking away with more money. Some people are walking away with less. But the well-dressed Anthrodrone, who's like distributing the cards, even comments is like, "Oh, yeah. Do you gamble often?"
More than I cared to admit.
Hmm.
It's fun
With
though.
money
I
or
mean-
more interesting?
Oh, for fun. I mean, generally, if I want something, I can just point to it and people give it to me.
You say this with such melancholy.
Well, it hasn't happened for a while. I think I've been losing my looks.
Was
I
it your
should
looks
stop-
that got
I
you
should
your
give up
things?
smoking, I think.
A healthy habit. Giving it up.
Yeah, it's hard though. I mean, I only took it up because life's so stressful recently. You know, I had to move cities and, you know, I changed my look and I don't love it, but, you know, it was necessary for a job. Had to cut my hair.
I see.
I can only keep my third best tiara with me.
At this point, you are also grabbed and pulled away and have a microphone shoved into your hands.
Oh boy.
All right, so if we're at a point in history where paper is like an obscure curiosity,
Yep.
I also want to invoke like a weird historical curiosity, and it's really weird that it was on this karaoke machine in the first place, but Charlotte recognizes it immediately and like breaks into song. It's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles, and then it goes into A Hard Day's Night, and it's just like a mixtape of like whatever Beatles songs like survived the said trees.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Give me a charisma plus performance roll.
All right.
I mean, it's only been like a
As-
century since then.
Yeah. And
Well, yeah, I mean, but
I'm just
paper's
gonna
been
yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
gonna fabricate some canon right now. There's a group of mostly Matrix people out there. Hatter, you might actually have heard these guys because they do physical work as well. Their whole thing, their life revolves around preserving the Beatles.
like a cult.
Yeah. They don't do anything weird. They don't sacrifice people, but they preserve the Beatles.
I don't think I have performance specifically, which is weird. I think
roll
I
your
should.
charisma plus 6.
All right.
Because yes, absolutely.
Charisma. Okay, so 8 plus 6 is 12.
That's 14.
Is it? All right. Command 14.
Right on.
5.
As you guys begin to settle the evening, Charlotte performs a bunch of really cool music that some of you have heard and some of you have not. Those of you who are looking for a companion for the evening are able to find one. All right. 4 of you are going to wake up late and very hungover. 1 of you has other plans.
Mhm.
Is there anything in Seattle you need to do immediately? Or is it time to take that plane like you told Noelle you would?
Yeah, as soon as he knew everyone was safe and was heading into the land shark, he dipped to go catch his flight.
All right. If you've been on one red eye, you've been on all of them. A nighttime flight from Seattle to, I believe, Nairobi, right?
Most
Long.
of the planet away. Yeah.
Never comfortable to sleep on a plane, but like a lot of things, you're getting pretty good at it. You touch down at about, let's say, 9 a.m. local time.
He will make sure to get the Air Jordans that he promised his son he was going to get. That's what we do in this household. There's a doll that he remembered Danny wanting. He'll pick up. He'll rent a car, grab the groceries he knows they probably need, get his father's medicine, and head home. Clean up the house, get everything ready for everyone to come home.
Oh, 2 of them are still home. Today is a
Okay.
Matrix day. Both of your kids are on the couch, headsets on.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a
Attending
very
class
low jack.
virtually.
I think he'll just like not even announce that he's home. And he's very low jack, so he doesn't have like a lot of indicators when he walks in anyway. So he'll just like flip the switch for the internet. Like it was like an outage or something, he'll just flip it.
Cool.
And just stand in the living room and wait.
You see Noelle. Something's wrong. I'm frozen. Can anyone? Yeah, you guys are lagging out. No.
Sorry, I missed what you were saying. It sort of skipped out for me.
Vanta is at home and he just shut off the kid's internet. Danny sits there for a minute. And goes into something local. Meanwhile, Noelle. Oh my God, Dad! Yeah, you're here.
Yes. God, why aren't you at school?
I am. I was. Something
No,
happened
you're
with the. But
Oh, it's so weird. The internet's out. No, Dad's home. Doesn't matter. You're out for school for the day.
Okay.
He'll just go over to Danny and just be like, pick it up of her head.
She screams.
Yeah.
And then realizes it's you, and her scream becomes laughing.
Hey, and he'll just pick her up with this really big hug, just there's my crazy noodle, and just spin her around.
You're home. Yay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have the
what's up?
permits I promised you, but seems that school's out for the day, so let's go get those weird anchovy noodles.
Right on.
Yeah, he'll just take them out for the day.
Cool. You head to a place called Good After Hanoon, and Noelle laughs because he knows that this dish was invented in Hanoon, China.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys chill, hang out. Noelle wants more in-person class time. He also has been doing a little research. Dad, I just want to show you this real quick. I know things are tight, factory and whatever you're doing, but brings up an AR. Apparently there's this new, it's not a full spinal replacement, but I figure if we get this op for Grandpa, yeah, it's expensive, but ultimately he'll spend less on the medication, right? It'll pay for itself.
How much does it cost when I'm looking at it?
It's about $85,000.
Yeah, I'll look into it some, but it's a hefty chunk of change, but I think I can wrangle it pretty quickly.
Okay.
Don't tell Granddad about it though. He'll just get mad that we're trying again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, lips
Good
sealed.
looking out though. Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
You
Danny
can
spends.
noodle all for your shirt.
Well, yeah, I was showing you the thing, and I.
Yeah. Get noodle everywhere.
Danny spends a lot of time, even when you're here. She's talking and interacting, but she's still got Matrix stuff active in part of her vision.
Yeah. No, he understands that it's a kind of a required part of life these days, no matter how low jack he actually is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I respect Hatter so much. You cannot imagine having an information superhighway just halfway through your vision all the time. Yeah. But no, there's like a theme park they wanted to go to. He'll take them there. He'll get them home in time for dinner to greet his father.
Grandpa's tired.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because you don't. When you talk to him, he always seems like he's got it together. But coming home right after a day of work, he's shorter than he should be.
Yeah.
His energy perks right back up. He's happy to see you. He
Yeah.
doesn't talk about your work, but he's glad that you're doing what you love.
He will tap his comm link and send him over 11,000.
He nods.
Yeah.
That'll get us through for a while.
If you need anything, please don't let the kids be the one to contact me.
No, I would never.
Yeah, you would. That's why I'm asking.
All right.
All right. I'll be here for a few days. Fuck school. And you're
The grades
calling
are
out
good, though.
sick. That they are good. I'm really proud of them, but you're calling out sick. Lord knows you probably have about 2 weeks of sick time saved up that you'll never use.
I don't really give that to you for real. It's just there to keep your spirits up. You're supposed to work the whole time.
Yeah. Well, now you're gonna have to use it for tomorrow. All right. We're all going out. That's what's happening. I'll be here for a few days, and then I gotta head back.
All right.
Gotta. Idiots is just being mean, but I have a group of individuals that will get themselves killed if I'm not there. I know that much.
Cool.
Especially
You
that
party with
fucking
your family.
hyena.
I'm sorry. Did you say a hyena?
Oh, Dad, you got it. I don't know. I think he sounds South African, if I'm going to be honest. But, but yeah, he'll spend time with his family for a few days before heading back.
Cool. Yeah. You have a good time. Do you give me a judge intentions test?
So bad at those. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's.
Charisma, intuition, yes.
Yep.
Cool. No, I'm actually not that bad. I just feel bad doing them because I'm always bad when I do them. All right.
I'm gonna give you an extra 3 dice on this too, because it's your family. You know them well.
Dope. Oh,
5
5.
hits.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. It's nice. Everybody's happy to have a little vacation time, to have you around, to have this extra chunk, which is more than you can usually give them because you did a bigger job than you usually do. I think it's... Nobody brings it up. Nobody talks about it, but the kids would like it if you were here more, and the power imbalance between you and your dad is weird for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
He brings in grocery money. You show up with new shoes and a trip to the carnival. There's no anger or resentment necessarily, but you can tell he doesn't quite know how to handle this.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, a good time is had. Anything else you want to add for downtime?
When he gets back, he's gonna look into Hotwire and Domingo Chavez on his own time by just asking the people in his own inner circle. But
Okay. I will probably get back to you with that between sessions.
absolutely.
We're gonna have to wrap a little early tonight as we have some ad stuff to throw out. Additional materials. That being said, Hatter, you have a couple of things you wanted to take care of.
Yes. First up, I have somebody to punish last game, somebody told me on the BBS on the data haven that I was using that they knew where Miguel was and took
Oh,
my
I
money.
remember. I was a
and
big
didn't
fan of
send
that moment.
anything. So I'm gonna find somebody, and I'm not gonna brick their system. I am just gonna make them regret what they did.
Yeah, they straight up stole $500 from you.
And maybe get my money back if it's accessible. If not, I'm gonna hurt them a little bit.
Because this is a downtime thing, I'm gonna have you make 3 rolls,
Okay.
and we're gonna take the scene based on those: perception, hack on the fly, and hiding from being perceived on the Matrix.
So, first up, where are my dice pools? There we go. Hack on the fly. I'm gonna do this in hot sim as well from my apartment. Hack on the fly is 6 hits.
Sweet.
Matrix perception is 6 hits.
Excellent.
And what was it to hide?
Indeed.
Down.
In order to resist Matrix perception.
Yes, I'm trying to remember what goes into that pool. Electronic warfare, intuition, and so and I have data anomalies, qualities that I'll add to as well, and my hot sim 3 hits to hide.
Cool. You go looking. The address that you were given, or the phone number, the direction you sent the money, is not that hard to find, honestly. I mean, it takes you maybe an hour or 2 of sifting through basically a directory once you jump onto the network for Tourist Town. Eventually, you find the number you're looking for. Beep, boop, beep, gain access, and discover the comlink. It's like a rating 3. It's active. It's running a bunch of calls, bunch of records. Doesn't have your money anymore, at least not attached to this device. You do notice there's frequent communication between this and maybe a dozen other comlinks talking about basically theft and con artists.
Okay. So this is a group of people working together to run some con jobs. Then I'm gonna spend my day not trying to like fuck with that specific comlink. I just want to like be a fly on the wall, and I'm gonna use fly on the wall to like greatly decrease my my Overwatch score and just silently run and record the traffic and like figure out what their network looks like and like piece it together and then compile a file and try to sell that to somebody.
Cool. Yeah, you've got about a dozen what you would call, frankly, amateur con men working the tourists in Tourist Town.
Cool. Then I will go on to Shadow Sea, because I need to go onto it anyways, and put it up for sale and be like, anybody want all the deets on a con network running in Tourist Town? Anybody in that area? I will ask for $750.
Yeah, I think for that price you get someone.
Okay, cool.
You're not sure, unless you do a lot of background, I don't think you know who it is.
No.
Somebody buys it.
Yeah. It's not my problem now.
Cool.
I'll report that. My second task, the other things I wanted to look into are both on Shadow Sea over the next week. One is partly me. I want to dive into the source code of the SimSense files that Depth Charge gave me and try to get a some sort of marker out of the source code of like a like creator signature or something like that, and then try to shop that around, not the file itself, but the signature, to see if anybody knows, like recognizes the signature.
I like that. Logic plus software.
Okay.
And then what was the other thing?
The other thing is I want to be very careful with it, but I want to see if there is still. So that's 7 hits on my logic software.
Cool.
And then I want to try to figure out if anybody has heard anything about something called Project Hardwire or Hotwire, whatever.
Hotwire.
And I'm doing that on Shadow Sea as well. But I'm doing it. I'm like initially asking if anybody knows the remnants of, if anybody's still around from the remnants of an old data haven called Azzy Watch, which was specifically focused on Aztlan and as technology. And then if anybody responds to that, then in private messages or talking about things going on in that technology, I'm not publicly talking about Project Hotwire. I'm looking for people with info on that area and then talking to them privately.
Okay. So yeah, you find a maker's mark.
Okay.
You find it. So there are some makers. There are some people who make this stuff like personally in a lab. They do it. They make it for their own purposes. Lab. It's a virtual lab most of the time. This is corp made.
Okay.
And it's as technology.
Okay. That's the SimSense for depth charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a specific subdivision or like location that this like is coming out of? Like
you don't know where it is coming from, but I think it would worry you that it's not coming from their standard entertainment division.
Okay. That's a good. Okay.
As for the boards, you put out a couple. You put out a couple hooks and worms. You wait to see if anything bites. Roll edge. Just your edge stat.
That's gonna be great. No hits. It is not
no bites as of yet.
It's not critical or anything, but just no hits.
Yep. Either this board is abandoned or everyone's playing it close to the chest.
That's fair. On a general, long, extended test browse of just running the words and combinations of names, Chavez, Hotwire, museum, things like that. I'm gonna try to do that over the week as well, and that's my week.
Cool. Roll one matrix search for that, and then we'll move on to whoever is next. Raise your hand if you want to be next. Right on. Jazzy was first.
That is 5 hits on the extended browse.
Cool. Domingo Chavez is a name you know. Public facing. He is one of the senior VPs of R&D for, you guessed it, as technology.
Okay. Good to know.
You guys picking up a theme here?
No.
Cool.
It was Seder Corrupt the whole time.
final thing. Just as soon as I get that info on the SimSense, I want to send that file, send the info back over to Depth Charge. I'll just private message her, be like, looked into it. It's coming out of not the entertainment division of As Technology. So take that as you will. Yeah, be careful with it.
She responds, understood. And whenever your team wants to meet me in the Matrix, I'm ready for that job to go off.
Noted.
All right, Charlotte,
Yep.
what are you going to do in your downtime?
Could I? So I imagined that I would sort of wake up in a room in the bar, tavern, inn that we were just at.
The Astral Lounge.
The Astral Lounge.
Yep.
And sort of make my rounds among whatever barflies are there at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, and you know, talk about like local gossip and see if I could find out anything about, you know, possibly anybody named Domingo Chavez.
Yeah, give me a... For this, we actually are going to use an etiquette test.
Okay.
As you adapt your persona to multiple different people from vastly different walks of life, trying to get the best results.
So, etiquette 15.
Mm-hmm. And are you just asking about Chavez, or are you expanding your search to the whole project?
I'm gonna start with Chavez, but it sounds like that's a like top secret project, so I don't want to call attention to that just yet among total strangers.
For sure.
Four hits.
Yeah. There are some people here. I think the main thing you get is an employee of... I forget which megas have bases here in Seattle. But yeah, he's an employee of one of the Big Ten. Like a project lead for... Let's go Evo. And he's running a new line of comlinks, like the whole thing. They're popular, they're nice. And he's like, oh yeah, Chavez, Domingo Chavez? Yeah, he's over at Aztec. Real bigwig.
So, wait, if the, out of character, how popular are the new comlinks? Would they be like some form of technology that I would have heard of, or are they? Oh
yeah, there's been a huge ad campaign.
Splendid. So this was all his brainchild, was it?
Yeah. Probably not. Probably he's just the guy who was put in charge of the guy who came up with the idea.
Have you heard of anything about them that's related to something called Project... What was it called?
Hotwire?
Yeah, Project Hotwire? Thank you. So you have heard of it?
Oh, the guy doesn't say... I'm saying that.
Okay.
The GM is reminding you. The character is like...
Oh, sorry.
Hotwire... I mean, I think people hotwire our comlink sometimes. I mean, I know they do. It's a huge problem. I developed this whole security division. Let me tell you about my security division. We got the best, and he just starts trying to impress you.
Oh, do tell.
It is a... I mean, we got these guys. They're like ex-special forces badasses. I make a call, and there's a high-threat response team wherever I want it. Just like that. Is that doing it for you?
Oh yeah, baby. That's very impressive. It sounds like you're up there too.
Oh yeah, I'm a big deal.
So, would you be able to, I don't know, say I called you tonight? Would you be
Yeah, I'm
able
free.
to? Awesome possum. I have some friends who are very interested in, you know, your line of work.
Oh, this is a business thing.
No. They're very pretty and very open-minded. Trust me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Just give me a ring whenever, and I'll come over in the VTOL. How you like that?
Excellent. Well, so I take his number.
Cool. You have a corpo bro wrapped around your finger whenever you want.
Splendid.
Anything else for your investigations, or shall we move to Wawahi?
To make sure I have. He is an employee of Ass Technology, yeah?
Oh no, he works for Evo, but he knows the As Technology guy.
Splendid.
Cool.
All right, so I have to probably hire some prostitutes to make that happen.
Fortunately, you are in a brothel.
And I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
A
Maybe we can
match made
schedule
in
that for
heaven.
next session. Wawahi. Sorry,
All
trying
right.
to move.
Not a day out of prison, and he was already being put back to work. I'd say it's high time that he uses some of his downtime for some actual R&R. He's gonna spend the coming week mostly hanging out with Kara on the land shark, just kind of reconnecting with her and kind of reconnecting with the land shark again after being so long without actually being able to relax inside what is essentially his home. So many repeat watches of the Titanic while he's just almost semi-fetal position, spooning her with her head poking out of his massive frame.
She turns on her internal heater.
Oh, even better. Super toasty. And yeah, kind of towards the end of the week, I'll say, he'll spend a little bit of time kind of catching back up with Madame Kaji and Method, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll spend a bit of time towards the end of the week reconnecting with them as well, but primarily spending the majority of his time with Kara.
Right on. And Stonewalker.
Truly, he's just there. I don't really have anything planned until I can initiate, and can't do that quite yet.
Okay. You guys all have an appointment. Let me see if we've got time to do this real quick.
Got about 40 more minutes.
Okay. I have a request that we cut out 20 or 25 minutes before our actual end so that we can do some other stuff. Gotta flag down a producer real quick. Cool. Yeah. If you guys are interested in doing a job for depth charge, I assume you're all interested in doing a job.
Yes.
Oh, just the name alone has Wawahi interested.
If I'm required to be in the Matrix, I have no equipment to go into VR or AR, but I could message and chat from my phone, from my little comm link.
I feel like you could be lent some glasses that would give you an AR experience.
They got goggles.
I'd be so dizzy the entire time.
Oh, maybe don't then.
Not that I have gremlins or anything. I'm just saying is that Stonewalker is just not in that at all. Has
All right.
not had the experience of it.
So, given my experience and knowledge in working with Hatter, do I know depth charge?
You have heard me. Anytime I've talked about a person named Depth Charge, the name has come up regarding me. When I have to get rid of like extra data that I've acquired or other things outside of the job, she's my matrix fence.
Okay. All right. Trust in you. I don't like going in there.
As each of you accept a virtual invitation, your bodies are left behind, except Stonewalker, who's just sitting in the car holding his comm link up.
Is there like an AR or like holographic thing that I can just be looking at? That's just what I'll be looking at.
Cool. You stand together in your Matrix personae on a desert island somewhere in the tropics. A blazing sun warms your skin, a breeze carries the scent of the sea around you, and the call of gulls punctuates the lapping waves on every side. A mountain looms above you, shaped like a skull. Eyes are caves, filling with moss and greenery, long vines. Its mouth agape, the sea splashing inwards, inviting you to take a small boat or, if you are daring, swim for it. Is anyone gonna swim?
Oh, Wally's gonna fucking swim.
Of course he is. Excellent.
All right.
I just like talk into the air. I'm like, oh, nice upgrade on your host, and I'll like just step into the boat and kind of drag Stonewalker's very slow moving like simple avatar from a phone. Like
just very fake, not like complex or anything. Doesn't have any detail. It's just that plain like black body that you're just dragging.
You're the
Just 'cause
default
I know-
like Nintendo guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll just quickly slave that icon to mine so that wherever I go, it's like the auto follow in an MMO.
Yep.
And it just like walks behind me, so you don't even have to worry about navigating.
Perfect.
God, this looks weird from my perspective. This is nothing like being in the astral plane.
I mean, you can't even smell it. It smells so good here. It's so warm.
Within the cave.
0 hits.
Cool. Fortunately, you don't have to actually physically swim in here. You kind of just decide to swim and then you start swimming.
Oh, cool. Okay. Even better.
You failed to digitally swim. Congratulations.
You do, while you're underwater, you do notice several large fish and possibly an alligator.
Crikey.
Within, you guys find a cave filled with treasure, gold and jewels that glitter and reflect the outside sun, giving the whole cave a dancing golden light. At its center is a small island rising out of the gentle water. On that island sits a glistening throne, and on the throne sits an 8-foot-tall obsidian mermaid. Long dreadlocks that shift in colors she moves, jewels encrusted across her body like clothes, and a mighty tail that rests in the water. She regards you as you approach, chin resting on fist. Hello?
The boat pulls up, I tell the others, don't touch anything. She's got a trace on it all. She'll find you. It's not worth it.
Had to stop breaking the illusion.
G'day there. Might I say, this is all entirely my vibe.
I wonder if this is why they call it internet piracy.
You know, I was gonna play this super cool and be the queen. That was really funny. It was so funny.
So funny.
Oh mon cher. That was a good one.
Oh,
But come
parlez-vous
in.
français?
Yes. Yeah, leave it. My translator catches most of it. I'm speaking mostly French, actually.
So
While he will
everyone,
reach up and kind of adjust his big, frumpy pirate hat with the big old fucking feathers. So, who do we have the pleasure of meeting today?
I'm Death
Everyone?
Charge.
I was gonna do that. Everyone, this is Death Charge. Excellent,
Death or
excellent
depth?
depth. 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 And everyone, our depth. This is my crew. Wawahi, Stonewalker, Charlotte, and Vanta.
I think at that point, Vanta actually, his black cat avatar like appears from behind the throne. I wouldn't take anything from here anyway.
Not that you
Pleased
could. It's
as
not real.
pleased as punch to meet you, ma'am. And he'll actually like take up her hand and like, yeah, just kind of kiss the knuckle, all gentlemanly like.
Charlotte, whose avatar looks exactly like herself because she can't imagine anything more suitable, gives a curtsy as she thinks is appropriate and says, you know, absolutely magnificently divine to meet you. You're very charmed, I'm sure.
I should add that Wawahi is absolutely in full, like, even more gregarious, if you can even think about it, pirate outfit with a big red flowing coat and a peg leg for, effect.
Oh yeah, it's the Matrix. All of your clothes can just be double or triple thickness for no reason. So everything is just puffier than it needs to be, or possibly could be. Yeah, perfect. So, I'm glad you like it. If you want to stay for a little while, you can head through that way to the hot tubs, and through that way to... It's kind of like just a relaxing space. There's a... But don't worry about the animals in the water. They only do what I tell them. Unless you intend me harm, in which case, worry.
Far be it from me to intend anything like that.
They're not real.
I look at they are real. I look at them. Are any of them new from last time? Because I'm pretty sure I'm like familiar with her ice and be like.
The crocodile is a tar baby. If it gets a hold of your persona, you can't leave this matrix space until she lets you.
It's like, oh, that's the crocodile. It's a nice addition.
Happy to have him. As much as I'd like to relax, I should tell you what we're here for. And then you can, if you wish. I do have a job. It requires certain specific equipment that I understand our captain here might be able to provide.
I might not. Let's see where this goes.
I need you to... It's a retrieval. There is a box in a place, and I need it to be in the hands of someone in Seattle. I should also tell you I'm kind of an intermediary. There are some other things going on, but nothing I don't think you can handle. Are you interested?
Absolutely.
Well, let's.
Where's the place?
Yes.
Is it a real place?
It's a real place, and I can't tell you that until you've accepted the job. Otherwise, you could just log off and go get it and never pay me, or I'd never pay you. And
well, what's the rate? Are you asking? What are you offering?
10.
10 each, or 10?
10 each.
10 each. What
So
level are we talking about? Single, double, triple A?
That comes with the details, dearie.
I mean, knowing grade, that's not a big detail. Am I going against just double A, single A, triple A? I don't know. Triple A is a lot more expensive.
Nothing you can't handle.
I know that. I can handle it all.
Well, I'll go
But-
ahead and say that
but-
I'm on
but-
board.
But triple is more expensive. Double sounds about right. And if you're paying us 10 for an A rate, like I'm gonna ask, what's the catch?
That's 50 in total. That is a lot. Is it a big box or is it a small box? Is it an actual
The
box?
security is, I would call it, AA in places.
Okay.
And it's a box that, well, at least one of you could carry. Looks at Wawahi again. So, if you guys want to make a negotiation check for more money, now would be the time to roll it.
Well,
Also, you
Nice.
all have your edge back.
or anything else, Ventus is going to be staring at her. It's like, you won't tell us the building location, but it's a AA job, and clearly only the biggest of us could probably bring this box back up. Is that what I'm hearing?
So you're talking to us because the captain has what the captain has, and so we're gonna it's gonna require the use of the land shark. So I think that being said, make it 12 to cover expenses for the land shark, an extra 10 on top.
I got 6 hits for negotiation.
Cool. You're hearing some compelling arguments. What are you going to add?
I think that, given that you are withholding the nature of this job from us, we have, I think, fair reasons to suspect, first of all, that you really want it done. Secondarily, that, there's a fee for secrecy and I don't want to say desperation, but I can't think of a more polite word at the moment. I'm really hungover. Anyway.
Me too, Sherry. Me too. Very well. 12.
15 and not a penny less.
All right, we'll do it. We'll settle on 12.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Oh, 12 is wonderful. Thank you.
So, details. You'll be going to the border between the Tir Tarangier and Masalashit Council, south of Seattle, and pulling a box from a cargo ship at the bottom of the sea. And in case you think that's not interesting enough, you have been contracted to do this because my allies in the Caribbean are going to sink that ship. Probably 30 seconds before you board it for its materials. And on that, we will end tonight's session. Thank you all for watching.